you're asking yourself why you should give a shit about your local government, here's why. And just to clarify, in this context, by local government, I mean your county officials, your town officials, your municipal officials, and to a larger extent, your state government as well, because not many people care about that either. Mainstream media sells this idea of federal government, wherein the federal government has the most power in the United States of America, and every single decision they take is going to impact you directly, and therefore it really matters who you vote into president, who you vote into Congress, who you vote into the Senate. Now, these officials do matter, and they matter in super big landmark policies like, getting rights for marginalized people and student loan debt forgiveness and things like that. So they do matter, and you should do your research on these candidates. But they are not the only ones that matter. The majority of the issues, I can guarantee you, the majority of the issues that are affecting your life right now that could potentially be taken care of by the government are going to be taken care of by your town government. The president is not going to be sitting in Washington, D.C. caring about your water being full of lead or the fact that your town doesn't have good policing. Nobody cares about those issues except for the people in charge of your town. So you owe it to yourself and your community to actually take a look at the candidates on your down ballot positions and realize where they stand on the issues. Because ultimately, if a company comes in and wants to lay a giant pipeline through your town that would release so much pollution into the air and give all of your kids asthma, you're not going to go running to Congress in Washington, D.C. You're going to go running to your municipal building. And then the people sitting in there should know that you actually give a shit about their inaction. Why am I talking about this now? Because police departments and sheriff's departments most often fall under the purview of their county governments and their state governments. But everyone's looking at Washington, D.C. If you want to make change and you're yelling defund the police and you're trying to call Congress people, that is all very helpful. You know what's more helpful? Voting within your community for the candidates that actually believe in those things and have the power to do it in your immediate town. Because if you want to build national solidarity for Black Lives Matter and you want to build a national culture of defunding the police and actually having departments that independently take care of different issues instead of making the police one big overarching body, and you want that to happen across the country, then every single person across the country has to afflict change within their communities. So please, vote for local office, run for local office, do research on your local candidates. I am running for Freeholder in Middlesex County, New Jersey for the July 7th primary, and I have received so many messages asking me about my views on all of these issues. This is the kind of connection we need to have with our politicians. Right now, we're not getting that. But politicians need to know what we're feeling, what we want done out of our government, and what we value as citizens of this town or county. We need to make that happen, and if we're not getting it right now, we should just switch out the politicians for new ones. Okay, I'm done. But Black Lives Matter, and if you think Black Lives Matter in your town, and if you think that your town has an issue with bias and brutality, please pay attention to your local officials. Please know the structure of your local government so you know who to vote for. And please, please, please do research on your local candidates so you know which ones are fighting for your cause and you know which ones will actually vote for the right things when they're in office.